Hey, what's up guys? So I've been getting a lot of the same questions, whether it's on Instagram or on YouTube, so I decided to make a quick little video going over just a frequent asked questions type deal and going over, you know, everything that people have asked me so far. Right, so these are in no particular order. They're just happen to come into me, you know, whether it's, like I said, through Instagram or through YouTube. Basically I just kind of went through and looked at all the ones that have been kind of repetitive, and some people have messaged me personally. So basically, so the first one is how is the ride quality with the air ride? The ride quality, in this last video I mentioned it is better, because if the ScatPacks come with, you know, regular suspension that are Bilstein. Bilstein is a great quality, don't get me wrong, but they're a little stiffer. I mean, it's a somewhat performance-based car in a sense of, like, you know, people are going for the power and everything else. The ride quality on the Bilsteins are great, but the air ride is more of an aesthetic thing for me. Like, they're, you know, like if I didn't have it, it's not like my back will be hurting or anything like that, but you know, I like being able to raise and lower my car at any given time, and I like the way it looks. So having that ability is the main reason why I did it. But you know, the ride quality I feel is better because you can make it a little softer or even a little stiffer if you want that. The second question, which I thought was pretty funny, it's more like a statement. People were saying that I can't afford a Hellcat. So essentially, I mean, a brand new Hellcat, yeah, I can't afford a brand new Hellcat. A used Hellcat, maybe. But to be honest with you, I still think I would have bought maybe a fully loaded Daytona or a fully loaded ScatPack instead, because Hellcats have heat soak issues, and if you guys don't know what that means, look it up. It's pretty straightforward. They also have issues with the supercharger. Honestly, I probably would have been more content with buying a ScatPack or a Daytona and doing a Whipple supercharger or something like that, which right from stock to stock, like Whipple supercharged ScatPack versus Hellcat, the Whipple supercharged will win hands down. Now yes, a ScatPack you can do pulley and all the other stuff, but you guys got to remember, on the Hellcats, the pulley upgrades, the fuel mod upgrades, like the motor's already almost peaked out, in a sense of, like, you have to upgrade multiple things. You got to do fuel injectors, you got to do I think you got to do fuel pumps, you got to do pulley upgrades. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's guys out there pushing well over 800 horsepower or more on a Hellcat, but I just think, like, but a lot of them complain about heat soak issues, which can hinder engine performance. But you know, it's still a nice car nonetheless. But realistically, yeah, a brand new Hellcat, I wouldn't have been able to afford it in the 60s or something like that. It's like 20 grand more than what I spent on this one. So did I void my warranty? Suspension warranty, yes. Legally, based off of, I'll try to put the name of it, but it was a specific lawsuit that happened quite a few years back, that the dealer can, they cannot deny the warranty on the entire vehicle over, you know, a specific thing that you did. So of course my suspension warranty is void. Hey, no big deal, I don't care about it anyway. You know, what I really cared about was the powertrain warranty and stuff like that, which I'll probably end up voiding at some point before it's even expired. I'm not gonna do it anytime soon. I know I mentioned in other videos that I wasn't planning to do any big performance mods that will avoid my warranty. So, but that would be probably a couple years from now or something, or who knows, maybe a little bit sooner, but I still wanted to give it some time before I do that. So how much did I pay for the airbags? So the airbag kit is complete airlift 3P, as I mentioned before. That means everything in the kit, including the management, is made by Airlift. Airlift at the time had a 25% off sale going on. So the kit originally would have cost me right around $5,000. Upgraded to the shocks, I upgraded the check valves, the one-way check valves. I also upgraded to dual Vair compressors, and I ended up buying an additional tank. So now I have 2 tanks, so that you can count that in there. So that probably would have cost me about $5,200. With the 25% off sale, I got it for $32.50 shipped to my house. When you add the second tank that I've spent about $100 for, it'd be $33.50 total for the entire setup. Where did I buy the air ride? I purchased the air ride through bagriders.com. The gentleman I dealt with, his name was Ian. Really cool guy, really helpful. Even if you just have questions, they encourage you to call if you have any, you know, questions about certain features or about, you know, how certain things work, what option may be better for you based off your car. There were really knowledgeable guys there, And but there's also a lot of other websites that Airlift sells through. So when they were doing the 25% off sale, that was Airlift as a company. That had nothing to do with, you know, bag riders or the dealers. It was just a company themselves. So pretty much anybody who sold Airlift was doing the 25% off sale at the time. My monthly payment. So my monthly payment is $562 a month. Basically, I put about $4,500 down roughly on the ScatPack. That brought my loan amount down to about 38 grand, a little under, right, like almost 38 even. And then I got my loan term for 1.8% for 72 months. Insurance, like I mentioned before, I pay about $100 for the ScatPack, right between 100 and 120. I have multiple vehicles on it, so it's kind of hard because, you know, you get like the multi-car discount and all that other stuff. But realistically, for 3 cars, I pay $160 something a month. But when they do the breakdown, the ScatPack is of course the more expensive one at about $100 or so. How much to get Air Ride installed? So obviously you guys know I did the whole kit myself. Air Ride, I've seen it range anywhere from about $500 and up. The reason I say that is because some shops, when they do the Air Ride install, they, you know, let's say they charge you $800. They'll do the full install. They'll also do your trunk setup for you, like, you know, use a few materials, nothing too crazy. They'll also get your car aligned afterwards, which you need to do after it gets dialed in, and they do that all at that one facility. So, you know, that's why they're going to charge you more. Other shops will do something what I did. They'll install the bags, they'll run the lines, they'll throw everything in the trunk, and unless you want to pay extra, they're not going to make the trunk all pretty. They're just going to kind of mount it to like a single piece of wood and just kind of leave it in there. So I mean, better than what I did, obviously. But I mean, yeah, it ranges depending on what they offer you and what else you're trying to get included into that installation price. What dealer did I buy my car from? Again, I will mention it. It was Steve White Motors in Hickory, North Carolina. They had a special going on with the free shipping and stuff like that, and I mentioned that in my other video. But if you want to check them out, there'll be a link in the description. Pretty cool group of guys, and they've helped me out quite a bit. Is the ScatPack worth it? I believe so. I believe that the ScatPack or Daytona or even all of them are worth it, depending on what you're going for over like an RT or something, if you want the performance side. Now, the Daytona is a great car, don't get me wrong. I mean, there was a few little things I wasn't a big fan of the Daytona, but at the same time, the Daytona had just hit the lots right when I was purchasing my ScatPack. So one, I wasn't gonna get as good of an incentive as I was getting on the Scat, and two, I felt like some of the things were not, you know, not worth the extra money to me. Essentially, if you're not aware, the Daytona, you get the 6-piston Brembos, like the SRTs and stuff. You get the 275 tire, and then you also get one other thing, I believe. The interior is the same style in a sense of suede and leather, but they have like the horizontal slits in them. The only thing I said I would be like, oh man, I wish I had, was probably the 6-piston Brembos. The 4 pistons are great. I just, you know, I mean, it'd be nice to always have bigger brakes. But at the same time, like I said, I was getting an additional, you know, $3,000 off of this that I wouldn't have got it on the Daytona. So that was, you know, I was already in the process of buying this one. I really liked this one, so I just kind of finished off. And at the time, Steve White only had like one Daytona in red, I think, or something like that. And I probably would have had to wait longer. And so yeah, I just went ahead and bought this one. What's next for the car? So more than likely it's gonna be small cosmetic things. You know, that's gonna be the first thing. I'm gonna have some cosmetic items come in. I'm kind of debating if I want to do a wicker bill spoiler in the back. If you guys haven't seen, I actually have the Spoiler King roof spoiler piece, but I kind of like the wicker bills, how they kind of pop up off the back off of the existing spoiler. Ordering wheels for sure. I need to get some wider wheels on here. I've been talking to some 3-piece wheel manufacturers that I'm probably going to order through, because I want a very specific offset and fitment. So because I'm trying to go with a pretty beefy looking 20 probably, and that's the other thing. I still haven't decided if I want to go with 20s or 22s. I probably will go with 20s because I want to do something a little bit different that not many people have seen, or that it's not so easy to do. I'm not just going to buy a wheel that you see a lot of other Chargers have because it fits. You know, I want to get something that's going to be pretty unique to my car, and with a decent size random, I wouldn't say random tire, but like a tire size that's not, people wouldn't really consider on this vehicle. So I'll get more in depth into that later when I get closer to ordering the wheels. That's gonna be a little while from now. The other thing is I do have some parts coming in that I'm gonna be doing some stuff to, so it's nothing really too special, just real minor things. I know somebody asked me about a catch can. Yes, order a catch can. I made a mistake and I waited too long, and the catch can I ordered through Billet Technologies like most people do. I didn't get the whole like underbay, like, you know, kit thing. I just ordered a catch can, but they have a really long time before they ship because they're like built to order or whatever. So I'm still waiting on that. I'm gonna have to email them because I ordered that about a month ago, or a little bit over a month. So I need to find out what the deal is with that one. But other than that, that's like one of the main parts that I would recommend trying to order early if you're gonna order from Billet Technologies, because they do have a little bit longer layout time before they, you know, they produce them. Guys, so there goes my Q&A for the ScatPack. I hope you guys enjoy the video. I will be posting up the next ones coming up, finishing up the trunk setup in the car, posting that up, and also the full airlift review, going over all the details of the kit and how the controller and everything works. That's gonna be a little bit of a longer video because I want to show you guys all the features that the airlift system offers you and how it works and everything. So if you guys really want to know and really interested about air ride, I'll be going over everything in more detail in that one. But like always, I hope you guys liked the video. Don't forget the thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. Hold on to me.